think it's finally arrived. Let's see, it's so exciting. Excellent. Let's go see what's in here. So, this is it. I hope it's it. Let's have a look inside. So, these guys there. So you might be wondering why I'm so excited about this package. It's not a bike part. Well, yes, it is just another bike part. But instead of just being another bike part, it's the last bike parts. I've got spokes. But I have no spokes. And I've got wrench. Tree. Yeah, I have enough. Phew. I didn't think I had enough there for a second. So, spokes to add to the rest of my bike build. Excellent. Now I can finally start building my bike. Let's get to work. It's finally the day that I get to unpack my bike. I have been gathering up this stuff for the past probably 9 months really. Between doing research and saving up a bit of money and dealing with life, it's just taking that long. But today is finally here. I got this frame probably 6 months ago. I've been holding off opening it just to show you what's in it. So I think I've been patient enough. It's time to get going. If you wonder what I chose on my frame, it is Fairlight Secan. I'll get into the stats in a minute. Right now I just want to get it open. Tough box. I'm sure the forks are in there. Oh, here it is. Packed in all its glory. Let's get it open. Mad of it, scratch paint right now. I would have to end the video. It's getting sexier the more I go. Whatever, protect all the essential parts. And it's free! Kinda. So if you do buy a frame like this and the headset is installed, just make sure you don't lose all this stuff. You keep this for your, if you want your fork. Okay. So I'm just gonna put this away over here. It's safe. Now, let's have a look at you. It is a thing of beauty. Fairlight skewer, specifically for Fairlight. Not too bad. Tap back in there, just keeps it safe, so we don't lose it. Yes, so here we go. Fairlight Secan. I'm gonna put that there. Now, what's in here? Another well-packed item. The fork. The Fairlight Secan offer a carbon fork, which is a beauty. That's going to go well now. Let me give you guys a closer look. What else we got in here? We got a compression plug, which we spoke about earlier because it's a carbon fork steerer. And we have a compression plug. And that's through the frame. And you have your stem and spacers in place. Down the top. And tighten. Get the cap to tighten down on your spacers and stem. Simple as that. I was saying that you could, I don't know if you watch my other videos, but I was saying that cap is personalised, or personal choice I mean. So, that in mind, Fairlight do give this impressive upgrade for stem cap. I'll show you this out. If you can see that. I think it will really finish off my stem very nicely, very classy. That's it, we got some extra bits and bobs that I think I'm going to have to try to figure out what they are myself. But if it gets stuck, Fairlight did say not to hesitate to contact them, so I'll do that if I'm stuck. So as I said in all my other videos, the comfort is key for ultra cycling and adventure riding. I've spent hours on bikes, even days on the bikes before, and what I found out is no point having a light bike if it's going to beat you to crap. A slightly heavier, more comfortable bike will allow you to cycle further. So that's why I went for steel. Steel is more compliant and will absorb some of the vibrations from the road. Ideally, I would have had a custom build to suit my measurements. Everybody has a different body shape and lengths of legs in proportion to lengths of body and torso. Fairlight offer two different options in each size. So basically it allows for people that have a long leg and a short torso, or vice versa. So what you do is you just enter your few measurements into the Fairlight website, and this suggests which one you can get in relation to which type of riding you want to take part in. So with that in mind, this is probably the closest thing I can get to a custom build without actually being a custom build, if you know what I mean. And what the option I chose more of an upright position because as I say, I want to be more comfortable. I can get sore neck issues if I'm leaning over too much, so that's why I have to be more upright. Fairlight offer three different options. They offer a Strail, Fairlight Strail it's called, the Fairlight Secan, which is this baby, and an even more off-roady adventure bike called the Fairlight Fairlight. So I think for the type of riding I want, this will be the baby. I was for a long time going to go with the Strail. The Strail is more of a pure road bike, so it doesn't have the width to take bigger tyres. I think it takes up to 32mm tyre. 32, if you're going to stay on the road, that's definitely the way to go. But I've had a look at these races, these transcontinental and other types of races like that, and a lot of them seem to be going towards more and more off-road parts in them. If you look at the last transcontinental, there was large parts that were off-road, so I don't want to be stuck short, and I prefer to keep riding rather than walking, you know, it's at a slow pace. Another thing that was a plus for the Fairlight was the threaded bottom bracket. As I mentioned already in previous videos, I will never go press fitting in. I've also had problems with creaking from the bottom bracket, if not straight away, then always eventually. And 12mm through axle on both the front and the back offer great stiffness and stability on the wheel. So especially with disc brakes, you need more stability, just greater forces around the disc brakes, and as I say, you need the wheel hub needs to be held more securely. My last bike with disc brakes, great bike and all, but when I got out of the saddle, I was powering up hills, so it had a 9mm quick release at the front with disc brakes. So as I let out of the saddle and I was pedaling away, as I pushed down one side, you could actually hear the pads and the discs rubbing against each other. So very slight loss of power there, but just more annoying than anything. So I was definitely flexed there in that that quick release. So that's why I'm glad to have the 12mm both front and back. And to top all that off, it has 3 bottom ends, which is great. I did find 2 just wasn't enough at some times. A few times I was nearly caught short. I had to stop maybe at an old tap that I found on the side of the road, wondering was I going to get poisoned. But I think an extra bottle there, especially for if I know I'm going to be riding through the night, would be a good addition. Also, you can actually get bottle cages, or bottles now that go into your bottle cage to hold your gear. Having that heavy stuff down low on the bike is also good. Now, there was one thing that, probably not a downside, but kind of goes against why I picked the steel frame, is as a carbon fork. Now, as I said, there was the Fairlight Secan has a steel fork. If it was really annoying me, I probably would have went with that. I just wanted to create a bomb-proof bike. Carbon, as I say, I've had carbon forks before and carbon frames and never had an issue, so hopefully I never will. But if I do, then I'm kind of screwed. So just fingers crossed that I never have to. They do look pretty robust. You see, and they're good in light. I went with the silver headset and clamp. If you ever see one of these, they nearly always have the orange. The orange looks really well, but I think the silver there just sets it apart from the rest. And if it goes with the logo, as you see, we have orange and silver here. Goes well with the silver bolts. I'm gonna have a silver bottle cage. I want to give the giveaway. I'm gonna build my own wheel set, and I've opted for silver nipples on the wheels. So I think everything will just tie in nice together. It has the dropout built into it, the steel, and this does look pretty rock solid. So it just means I have one last worry about my dropout being broken, or if it does break, at least I can just weld it back on, get a welder there, and get me home. Yeah, it's not a really heavy bike for steel, you know. So all in all, I'm very happy with my purchase. Just can't wait to get it built now and get it in the road.